What's up, guys and gals? Are you currently cold calling? If you're a real estate investor or real estate agent too, cold calling in the last year or two has just exploded. Tons of people are using cold calling. A lot of people have switched most of their marketing budgets over to cold calling. That's amazing, but I want to teach you a couple things that's going to make your cold calling way more effective. That's going to help you squeeze out more profits and deals, and also that's going to help you eliminate the nervousness that you're likely feeling in the pit of your stomach as this real estate market shifts a little bit about, is my marketing going to be enough this year? Is my marketing going to be able to hold me through whatever market changes are happening? And what do I need to do to make sure to add the balance, the consistency, help me build momentum if cold calling stops working later this year? All right, so the first thing I want to show you is this. There's a concept I call the ebb and flow. And with most marketing methods that are outbound marketing methods, ones where you're actually taking and reaching out to a prospect, phone calls, direct mail, text messages, things like that, there's lifespans of outbound marketing, and they all go in ebbs and flows. So if you look back 5, 6, 7 years ago, everybody was doing direct mail. You look at today, there's still a lot of direct mail happening, but your response rates have gone way down, and you hear the people talking about, man, direct mail isn't working as good. It's still working great for people who are mastering it, but it's working a lot worse than it was 4 or 5 years ago. It's because 4 or 5 years ago it was here. A lot of people, it was here. Not a lot of people were using it, and then it became a lot of people were using it. Then it got oversaturated, and now not a lot of people are using it again. This is exactly where cold calling is right now. 7 years ago, no one was cold calling. No one wanted to do it. Then all of a sudden, a couple guys step up and say it's working great. Everybody and their dog is cold calling, which means your prospects are getting multiple calls, likely multiple texts, and in a year or two, you're probably going to see the effectiveness of cold calling go down as well. So what happens here with the ebb and flow? You need to make sure, number one, that you're not a one-trick pony. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Number two, the only marketing method that continues to get more effective and continues to grow momentum is inbound marketing. Is marketing where someone goes online, they have a problem they're searching, they take out their phone, they take out their computer, they search for a problem, or they search for an answer to their problem, and then they land on a website. They opt into the website, they call the website, they're pre-framed to want to work with you. Those tend to be the biggest deals, the highest ROI deals, and the highest margin deals that any of the big investors out there that we work with say that they get. Even the big investors who do a ton of cold calling, do a ton of direct mail, they say our biggest and most consistent deals are from online. That's the only marketing method that's going to keep on growing and getting more popular and getting more effective as more and more people adopt it. But this is what I want to walk through here now. Is any offline marketing you're doing is creating online demand. Offline marketing creates online demand. Okay, so your direct mail or your cold call or your radio ad or even your text messages or your RVMs hit, and people take out their phone and they go, who is this company? Let's look at the phone number that they called in on. Let's look at the person's name. Let's look up the company's name. We are in the age of credibility right now, where credibility is king. The people who are able to put out content and be able to build trust and credibility are the ones who win. And even more as the market gets more and more saturated for both investors and agents, the one who's able to step out with content and credibility and get it online in an effective and high-performing way is going to win. So all of your offline marketing is turning into online demand. Now, what I want you to do is this. After this video, take out your cell phone and Google your phone numbers that you're actually cold calling from. What shows up? Is it something that builds your credibility or removes it? If it's neutral, neutral is just as bad as bad, okay? So what you should be doing is all of your offline marketing should create demand online. You need to have a high converting website that works amazing on mobile, that converts amazingly well, that builds credibility for you as you're driving all that demand online. Okay, once again, you might be going, well, we don't tell people what our company name is, or we don't send out direct mail pieces with our URL on them. It doesn't matter. People are really, really smart these days. When they're going to Google anything identifiable in any of your marketing pieces, your phone numbers, your tracking phone numbers, your address, they want to vet and make sure they're working with the right company. So how many leads and deals are you currently losing every single month because you don't have a high converting, high credibility online presence? The same way that we do with tons of the biggest investors around the country with Carrot. The third part here is, are you a one-trick pony? And we've talked with so many investors where they go, you know what, I'm just cold calling. I'm just cold calling and bringing in 2 deals a month, 3 deals a month. I've switched all my budget over to cold calling. And that's amazing because once again, you're in that phase of the ebb and flow where cold calling is jamming and it hasn't got so flooded yet that it doesn't work as well. That's awesome. Keep that up. But the thing is, if you're a one-trick pony or one-legged stool, eventually that's going to tip over. Eventually, as the ebb and flow dives down, you're going to fall over and you're not going to be prepared to make sure that your business is set up to build consistent, predictable, momentum-building lead flow. That's the only way, y'all, that you can get freedom, flexibility, you grow those finances, make the impact, is if you have consistency, predictability, and momentum building lead flow. So what we want you to do is this. Take your cold calling, keep on doing it, keep making it even more effective. Add on a high converting website. Okay, add on a high converting website. Guys like Max Maxwell, the biggest cold callers in the country, they swear by having a high converting website. He's been a Carrot client since day one in his business, and he says that's one of the biggest things that you can do to make sure that all of your offline marketing performs even better, is to dial in your online presence with a high converting website. Number two is, can you add another marketing method? Can you add something else other than cold calling to the mix? So when the ebb and flow happens, you're ready for it and you have a balance in your marketing. But the one thing that's the center of all of it, the one thing that's the center of every single thing, y'all, is your online presence. Online is not the future anymore. It's today. It's today. Just think about how you interact and buy things. You take out your cell phone, you research those big decisions, and you make sure you're working with the company you want to work with. So I'm going to end with this. How many leads and deals are you okay with losing this year because of an underperforming website? How many leads and deals you're okay with losing this year because you don't have a dialed-in website in addition to your cold calling? And my question, I want you to let it sit. If your average profit per deal is $20,000, you could potentially be losing $20,000 each and every month. If you're currently doing a couple deals a month on cold calling, you might be losing $20,000 to $40,000 a month just because you haven't dialed in your online presence. Okay, we'd love to be able to have the opportunity to work with you. We work with some of the biggest investors in the country to do that for you. And the way that you can work with us or find out more about us, just go to carrot.com and check us out. Check out a demo, see other case studies with Max Maxwell and a bunch of other big guys who just do cold calling and amplify it with their online. And we'd love to find ways to amplify your business as well.